Elon Musk's cooperation and/or technical relationships with other countries is worthy of being looked at. Whether or not he is doing anything inappropriate, I'm not suggesting that. I'm suggesting that it's worth being looked at. But that's all I'll say.
How?
There's a lot of ways. All right.
What you heard there was a speech that Dementia Joe gave back in 2023. And he was struggling to tell people that he wasn't happy with Elon Musk. And you know, we're going to see what we can do. And one of the reporters asked the question, how? And he came out and said, we got a lot of ways, whatever that meant. So tonight it's 7:30 now. Earlier, about an hour or two ago, the Biden-Harris, she can't extricate herself from it. She's intricately linked with Joe Biden at this point. They have decided that they are going to go after Elon Musk. They are going to put the full weight of the federal government behind taking down Elon Musk any way they can. Personally, the business, whatever they need to do, they have now decided 45 days from the election, yeah, we need to do something about this Avenger in the Trump camp. We need to take him down. I've told you guys before that I have considered this election to be in the landslide category. And I keep showing you these things so that you can look at these things and say, yeah, maybe Barry's right. Somebody who was winning, somebody who was close to Trump in the polls wouldn't be acting this way. We are seeing completely desperate actions taking place with the Kamala Harris team. And you got to believe this is all about trying to get Kamala Harris elected. They have to shut up Elon Musk.
And I have such respect for Elon. We love Elon, right? And he endorsed me.
This is on Fox Business. SEC will seek, this was, as you can see today, at 5:29 p.m. On a Friday at the end of the day, on a news dump, they decide basically, let's go ahead and mess with Elon. SEC will seek sanctions against Elon Musk in Twitter probe over failure to appear in court. Sanctions, no less. Musk waited until 3 hours before a court hearing to advise that he would not appear. And from the article, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, said it intends to seek sanctions against Elon Musk after he failed to appear and testify in court amid the agency's probe into his $44 billion takeover of Twitter, which he renamed X, obviously. So they're digging in to figure out, how did you make this sale happen? Maybe we can invalidate it. The SEC is asking for a court order to show cause why the Tesla CEO and SpaceX owner should not be held in civil contempt after he said he wouldn't appear a mere 3 hours before the scheduled September 10th testimony. Reuters reported this with a citing a filing in San Francisco federal court. If you understand what happened in San Francisco, in addition to all this stuff going on, Elon Musk is moving the entire company out of San Francisco into Texas. In fact, he put up a giant neon sign on the top of the building, and it merely said, GFY. Go F yourself. He put it on a big sign on top of the building. Musk's actions violated May 31st court order compelling his testimony, the filing said. Instead of appearing in court, Musk traveled to Florida's Cape Canaveral the same day to observe the launch of the SpaceX Polaris Dawn mission. Musk's excuse itself smacks of gamesmanship, said SEC lawyer Robin Andrews. The court must make clear that Musk's gamesmanship and delay tactics must cease. The SEC declined to comment. We're not talking to anybody. We're just going to go after this guy. You mean the same guy that you need to go up and rescue the astronauts stuck in space? You're willing to jeopardize that mission and everything that goes along with saving those people because you got to get Elon Musk to shut up before the election. Really? Is that where our government is at this point? Getting text and everything, people are freaking out. Don't believe the polls. People who are winning don't do this kind of stuff. They don't act this kind of nutty that they're trying to do everything to take down their opponent. And I do mean everything. You've seen it. So let's continue. Let's look at a couple of X posts that went up. And let me look at this one here. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission intends to seek sanctions, as I said, against Elon Musk for failing to appear for a court-ordered testimony for his Twitter Twitter purchase. The swamp doesn't like it when they can't control what you say. The SEC is investigating whether or not Musk broke federal securities laws when he bought Twitter in 2022. Oh, so you think he may have broken some laws when he bought Twitter for $44 billion back in 2022. What laws could he possibly have broken? Oh, but you're speaking out against the Democrats. That's the biggest law on the books. You can't do that. So now we got to dig into every nook and cranny of your business and how you conducted yourself to see if we can stop you. See if we maybe can seize this company. In the court filing, they said the sanctions would seek an order, which I just read. Here's what Elon previously had to say about the SEC. I'm not going to play that because he's got some choice words about the SEC. Dom Lucre, breaking news, the U.S. government is officially targeting Elon Musk. The SEC will sanction Musk in its Twitter acquisition probe. Joe Biden threatened Elon on September 10th, 2023, and now we know why. Yes, you absolutely know why at this point they threatened Elon Musk. Over a year ago, we're coming after you. You talk too much, and you're aligning yourself with that orange man. So now we're pissed off. This is where our government's doing at this point. They're not looking for 300,000 kids. They're not out there trying to find out how do we get all these newcomers from doing the crazy stuff that they're doing. No, let's go after this guy who spent $44 billion on a social network. You see what's going on? I mean, I hope it's clear to you. This is just insane stuff that these people are trying to do. Let's go with this one from Chuck Colesto. Another breaking report. Everybody, it just blew up all of a sudden. This action by the SEC follows Musk's non-compliance with subpoenas related to the probe, focusing on his stock purchases and statements during this takeover process. So I want you to understand what they've done. They've taken basically an entire year, maybe 2 years, decided what they were going to do is go through every single form, every single payment, everything they possibly can to find out what he did, how he did it, and see if they could invalidate something. Unfortunately for the government, everybody can see through what you're doing here. And I'm pretty sure a guy who was willing to plunk down $44 billion had his T's crossed and his I's dotted. You're reaching here. You're trying to do, as Nancy Pelosi called it, the smear campaign, because now what you're going to see all over X, oh, Elon Musk is going to go to jail. He's going to do this. This is going to happen. We're going to take over Twitter. We're going to put it back the way it used to be. They're running around with their hair on fire at this point, trying to figure out how do we take Twitter back, because without Twitter, she's at a complete disadvantage. X, I keep calling it Twitter. Charlie Kirk chimed in. Elon Musk is a free speech warrior. I rarely do this anymore, but you need to retweet this if you stand with Elon Musk against the latest SEC harassment for buying X. If you have a Twitter account, get out there and let people know, as I've been telling you, you know the famous statement, we're mad as hell and we ain't going to take this shit anymore. You people have lost your minds. It's 40-something days to the election, and you can't even fathom what's going on. It gets worse when I show you the stuff. The rest, I mean, I wasn't even going to go live tonight. I was going to take a nice, easy dinner, go out, maybe go see a movie with the wife, and then like, what is going on? How are these people just completely losing their minds? It's obvious at this point that what happened is that that thing, whatever you want to call it, with Oprah last night did not work well. They must at this point have the data from it and go, oh man, she flubbed that too. Yeah, she flubbed that. Go drop the probe on Elon. Go ahead, go do that, because we can't have this. It's unfathomable what's actually going on here. I mean, I can't even. I don't recognize this government anymore. Which means you really, really, really need to get the coalition together and go out there and vote for Trump in November. Because if you're seeing what they're doing to people who have $44 billion at stake, you and I don't stand a chance. You and I are just like in the blades of the lawnmower. We'd be done. They're taking shots at big people like this, literally. We don't have anything to say. Ryan Fournier, our government is targeting Elon Musk. The Securities and Exchange Commission is seeking sanctions over Elon's purchase of Twitter, then Twitter. These people are tyrants. I think you would agree. We're living as if we're under dictatorial government. Not a government by the people, of the people, for the people. Who wants to see this happen to people? Why would you ever do this if you wanted things to be on a level playing field? If you just thought your candidate could win? We are way, way, way past the point of equity, equality in our elections. At this point, it's nothing but lawfare, which tells you, and really tells you, beyond the fact that the polls are BS, just ignore them. Just don't even look at them anymore. It must tell you that the whole Nessun Dorma thing that Trump did is really, really freaking these people out. Can you imagine the data that Trump could release in conjunction with RFK Jr. on X? Don't even need any of the media? Go away. I don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need any of you. I'm going to get with Elon, and we're going to release this information over the course of a week, and you can't stop us. You can't turn down the television. You can't make the network don't broadcast it. Think long game. Think even beyond the election at this point. It is the one network that information can be disseminated to everybody in the world in seconds. Literally in seconds. Pfft, out there. Don't have to wait till, Dana Bash comes on TV on CNN. Don't have to wait till Brett Baer or Jesse Waters gets on Fox. Boom, boom, poof, everywhere. Imagine the sphincter tightening with people understanding this guy's coming for us. He's making no bones about it. He is going to take the deep state out. Whoever is a part of this deep state. And at this point, other than taking him out and shutting Elon Musk down, there's nothing you can do about it. Not a damn thing you can do about it. And we're all sitting here with bated breath and drooling and going, oh, this would be awesome. This would be awesome. You want to know another thing? How I know that last night was a big problem? I want to show you something that came out. If I can find it, I forgot to get this one ready for you, but I can pull it back up. This one was just crazy. If I can find it, come on. I can tell you anyway. The news now is that Kamala Harris is basically begging for another debate. Begging. Going to all the networks. Get him over here. We need another debate. All this happened today. I can't find it. Of course, I didn't have it ready. But she wanted a debate right away. Second debate. Well, if she won the first one, if she won the first debate, as everybody is saying, why would you be begging and scrambling to have a second debate? You wouldn't. You wouldn't at all. This one says, Elon Musk, they're trying to put him in jail for not showing up to a hearing. These people are scared and corrupt. Absolutely. They better be terrified at this point. It should almost give you guys a little bit of, take a deep breath, relax, because what we're seeing is these people just completely freaking out. This one here says, Biden-Harris SEC seeking sanctions against Elon Musk. The weaponization continues. Today, Biden-Harris's SEC told Reuters that it intends to seek sanctions against Elon Musk in its unfounded Twitter probe. Biden made it clear he wanted every agency to target the billionaire, and he got his wish. Can you name a single agency not targeting Elon Musk or one of his companies? The Biden-Harris Department of Education is reportedly investigating Elon's plane to open the Ad Astra School in Bastrop, Texas. This isn't the America I think that you knew. That America is long gone at this point. It just doesn't exist. I don't have really the words to say this talk about this because it's so pissing me off that we're seeing these people flail like this. They've dug their own hole. You did what you did in 2020, and you never thought people would react the way they did, but they did. And then you thought, you know what, we'll get into office and everybody will forget about what happened in 2020. And people didn't forget. Well, at least we beat Donald Trump and he won't be back around to cause problems. And he's come back stronger than ever. Oh my gosh, what do we do? Okay, so let's go ahead and make sure RFK Jr. is not on the ballot anywhere, and we'll keep him off so that Dementia Joe can be the person. He can be the nominee. But then Dementia Joe slides off the stage at the first debate. They got to install Kamala, and then all of a sudden the planets align, and you've got Elon, Trump, RFK Jr., Tulsi, and at this point you have nothing but cackling Kahlua Kamala. That's it. You're done. You're absolutely done, and you're hoping that the media can save the day. And obviously, you're worried the media's not going to do it. You're terrified that the media can't keep her going. The billionaire excellence nonpareil host couldn't keep her afloat. You took the arguably one of the biggest and most established broadcasters in the world, put her on a stage with Kamala Harris, and she couldn't keep her propped up. Everybody saw through that charade that you put out there. And then today, on Friday, you're freaking out. And you're dropping information to Reuters that we got to go take Elon Musk down. Quick, do something. Man, and people are recalling now what Dementia Joe said. Right after Elon bought Twitter at that time, there's a lot of ways to get him. And his nasty look he has on his face, there's a lot of ways to get him. I think I've heard someone else say that. I'm pretty sure Chuck Schumer said when you start poking around these three-letter agencies, especially the CIA, they can come at you 5 ways from Sunday. What do you mean by that, Chuck? What did you mean by that? Is that how they kept you in line for decades? Just do what you say, what we tell you. We'll keep you getting money and just vote the way we tell you. Otherwise, we're going to come at you 5 ways from Sunday. So right now, we're seeing these tentacles of our government just flailing, just not knowing what to do. It's just crazy at this point. And the reason being is they're going up a guy who really has FU money. And he's got the best attorneys. They already know what the strategy they're utilizing. They know what they're going to do. And he's said it many times. Go F yourself. You're not going to take me down. And meanwhile, you've got a guy who's putting out posts like this. The Democratic administrative state is flying millions of future voters directly into swing states. They are being sent to cities and towns throughout Ohio, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Arizona. He's put it out there. This one, just small post, 29 million. Those of you unfamiliar with simple math, if you don't prosecute criminals, of course, crime is down. He's tearing them apart. This one, only 9 million. Huge scandal unfolding in Chicago public schools. Teachers are admitting that they've been instructed to give migrant students a passing grade in every subject. Just pass them. We don't care. This one, another 2.6 million. This one he reposted. The real risk of a Trump presidency. Ukraine war ends. Border wall built. Mass deportations and on. That was just a repost for 1.5 million. 206 Democrats voted to allow non-citizens to vote in U.S. elections. After Mike Johnson put it out, he posted it. This one, 7.5 million. Lady Gaga's dad is going to endorse or has endorsed Trump. He put this out, 1.1 million. Creepy that they would vote against this. 158 Dems vote against the bill to deport newcomers who commit those kinds of crimes. 26 million. He's on a rampage. At this point, they've pissed this guy off. He's got the biggest following, I think, in the world, even bigger than Tay-Tay. And he's hitting them hard with every single post. I mean, I could literally have just kept scrolling. I mean, you guys go to his profile and you just see this one here for the United States, for the world, Trump must win. He reposted that. 68 million. Can you guys see that? 68 million people have seen it. He's posting more about the Democrats destroying them than he is about his own company. It is absolutely phenomenal at this point that this man has taken his platform, not just the platform of X. I'm talking about his personal platform. His personal platform with 193 million followers. 193 million followers. And he has taken it upon himself, as he has said in his own words, to destroy the woke mind virus for what they've done to his son. And so today, close of business, the SEC, the Kamala Biden administration has decided they're going to go after him with everything they have. The only thing I can say about that is GFY.
Go f*** yourself. But go f*** yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is.